Thank you for taking some time for yourself. And I wonder if you can feel your chest expanding, relaxing, the sensation of the air as you breathe. Close your eye as you go deeper into this experience. And I'm curious if you can hear the light noises of traffic outside, the sound of your breath, the skin on your hand, touching whatever they're touching. As you go deeper into existence, and you can observe the start of your breath, the end of your breath, your chest expanding, relaxing, the air on the inside, the air on the outside of you. As you go deeper into relaxation, and I really don't know the last time you got to leave the world's baloney out there. To be here. And while you're here, you might as well imagine being someplace special. I really don't know if that's on a luxury bed, an exclusive holiday, or somewhere else. Either way, you deserve it. And I'm not sure you're aware how special you are. No one else has your uniqueness, wisdom. No one ever will. That's how special you are. And in the past, you've been feeling curious about sex or sexual health. Or maybe I just got it wrong, because a lot of people have been typing in the word sex into this app. Or something else. Either way, there's a process to feeling different. No wonder if you can. Remember a time when you were very curious. And I really don't know if it was wondering what Santa bought you for Christmas when you were very small, how much money you would get from the tooth fairy, or something else. That's right. And in a moment, I'm going to share with you a few stories. And at first, you might be thinking, why am I sharing with you these stories? Your subconscious mind will be listening and do something wonderful for you a little later on. In 1969, Sir Richard Branson received a visit from two plain-clothed policemen from Marylebone Lane Police Station. They wanted to draw his attention to the 1889 Advertisements Act, the 1917 Venereal Diseases Act. It was illegal to advertise any help or remedy for venereal disease, VD. And this act had originally been introduced to stop quack doctors from exploiting the large number of people who came to them for expensive and ineffective cures. Richard Branson argued he only offered a counselling service and would pass on anyone who had VD to qualified doctors at St Mary's Hospital, but policemen were adamant if his student advisory centre were to continue to mention VD in public, he would be arrested with the prospect of 2 years in prison. But the week before, Sir Richard Branson and his student magazine had just successfully prosecuted a policeman from the same police station for planting drugs on a student. And so Sir Richard Branson thought the visit was connected. So he changed mentioning VD to a social disease. And people started calling up about pimples and spots, asking for help. But the number of people inquiring about VD dropped from 60 calls per week to 10 per week. Richard decided the police were bluffing, and it was worth risking it to help the extra 50 inquiries per week. So they reinserted the mention of venereal disease. And he was wrong. In December 1969, the police arrested Sir Richard Branson, and he was prosecuted on 2 counts under the Indecent Advertisements Act 1889. Was prohibited advertisements of an obscene or indecent nature, and deemed references to syphilis and gonorrhea to be indecent. And the VD Act of 1917, which banned treatment or advice even mentioning the words VD. And newspapers found it idiotic that he was being prosecuted. Reluctantly, the magistrate found him guilty under the strict letter of the law, but he made it clear he considered the law was arse by fining him just £7, short of the 2 years imprisonment that the police had been mentioning. And amendments to the law were incorporated into the next sitting of Parliament in November 1977. Virgin released, Never mind the bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistol. One day, the manager of a Virgin record shop was arrested in Nottingham under the same Indecent Advertisements Act. The police said they can't use the word bollocks. What on earth's wrong with bollocks? They threatened to injunct the album. Sir Richard Branson got a linguistic advisor from Nottingham University for some advice. And Professor Kingsley explained bollock is an 18th century nickname for priests. Then the word evolved to mean rubbish. Richard asked if he could be a witness in court, and he was delighted to assist. And when the witness was called, Professor James Kingsley explained that bollocks was nothing to do with testicles, but it actually meant priests. The prosecutor pressed Kingsley. How could he be so sure that no clergyman would be offended? Professor James Kingsley pulled down his polo net to reveal a dog collar. He was also Reverend Kingsley, and the case was dismissed. And sexuality is an important part of overall and physical, emotional well-being. And in a study conducted by the University of Rochester in New York, a patient couldn't engage in sexual intercourse due to a condition known as vaginismus, the involuntary muscular reflex of the vagina. And in a study of 71 women treated for vaginismus with hypnosis and self-hypnosis, 69 of the 71 obtained complete remission. And a study reported in the British Journal of Urology on 79 men with erectile dysfunction demonstrated hypnosis can be a solution. The sample was divided into 4 groups. The first received testosterone doses. The second one received trazodone, an antidepressant in previous research showed beneficial effects on patients with erectile dysfunction. The third group treated with 3 sessions per week of hypnosis, while a fourth group a placebo. The results clearly demonstrated hypnosis led to complete recovery in 80% of the patients. And while I check Google from time to time as an indication of search trends, about 10 million people per month worldwide search for anxiety each month, depression, insomnia, and erectile dysfunction. So if that's you, you're not alone. But to put that into perspective, only 1 million search for the word weight loss or diet every month. And in Derren Brown's book, Happiness, he mentions he and his team went undercover to discover fraudulent preachers claiming to be healers. Derren Brown wrote on his prayer card that he had a calf injury, and one of the preachers claimed that he had prayed for his friend And through prayer, his mate got 40 grand and a Cadillac. And during the sermon, the preacher asked Darren Brown to get out of the audience and he would heal his leg. And he used a stage trick when you ask the participant to stretch out their legs in front of them. And you loosely move the heel of their shoe on the shorter leg. And to the audience, the short leg looks cured. The preacher went on to ask for money. Darren Brown was told stories about all sorts of different healing pastors, and that one of them had such blind faith in healing that their daughter died and didn't give her the medication she needed. And the subconscious mind looks after so many automatic functions: respiration, perspiration. And if you try and control these bodily functions consciously, they might just not work as properly. Have you ever been walking and tried to concentrate on your breathing? It starts to disrupt the whole process. Before you started thinking about it, you were breathing just fine. Automatically, your unconscious mind was managing quite well. It was able to measure the right amount of oxygen your body needed, and automatically let your lungs and diaphragm know the right depth and level they needed to expand to for you. And I really don't know if you're breathing fast enough, slow enough, deep enough, or shallow enough. Not until you start thinking about something else that your unconscious mind can take back control and handle everything perfectly. If you don't think about your erection, your unconscious mind will make one for you. It's a simple process. But some people make the mistake. If I told you to not think about your breathing, it would be difficult to do that. It's difficult to not think about something. Try thinking to not think about it. Try not to think about pink elephant. Try harder. Try not to think about pink elephants now. As long as you try, you can't help it. You keep thinking about pink elephant. But what if I told you now? Think about any other kind of animal like cow. You can take your attention away. Notice how well this works. Let's think about cow. Some are brown, some are black and white. And people can get milk from them. They have calves and they get good, creamy milk from their mother. And some are not cows, they are bulls. And we've learned that unconscious mind controls all automatic bodily function. And among these are for men to get and sustain an erection. We also know The unconscious mind does its best when it's left alone to do its job. And if you think about an erection, it will only get in the way of the unconscious mind doing what it knows how to do, to give you a perfect erection anytime you need one. We also know it's impossible to not think about something. If you start worrying about your erection, it only gets in the way of your unconscious mind providing you with a good, strong erection. So what you need to do is give your unconscious mind all the information that it needs to provide you with an erection whenever you want one. And you know you can't just say to your unconscious mind, "Give me an erection," because thinking about it again, this is what you will do. The subconscious mind needs to be fed with certain information. The more abundantly the subconscious mind gets the information it needs to provide you with a good, strong, long-lasting erection. This information comes from your 5 senses. When you want to have an erection, all you have to do is focus on your partner. Give her 100% attention, and you will have 100% erection. It's that simple. But how do you give her that kind of attention? This is how. Use all of your 5 senses when you're with her. Allow yourself to touch, taste, see, smell, and hear. So then this is it. Really use your senses. Notice the touch of her skin, taste of her skin, the scent of her perfume, the way she looks and sounds, the sound she makes. Allow your senses to be filled with these wonderful and pleasant sensations. And these are the signals your subconscious mind needs to receive to get the information it needs to produce a good, strong, long-lasting erection. And when you are with her, really notice her touch, taste, appearance, scent and sound. Maybe there is a particular thing you like best about her. Focus on that aspect of her. If there is a particular thing that makes her sexually attractive, is it her hair, eyes, her figure? And really allow yourself to enjoy that part of the experience. And as you do this, your subconscious mind will respond and send all the proper signals to your subconscious mind. Focus on her. Notice how that feels. Touch her. Notice the sensation of the touch. how she responds to it. Some places may be smooth and cool, while others may be rough and warm. Explore all the sensations. The great explorer. Notice how she tastes when you kiss her, the taste of her lips and skin. Some places might be sweet, and others may be salty. Enjoy seeing all the things you don't usually get to see until the next time you are together. In this way, notice how she smells, the scent of her hair and skin. All of these feminine smells send very definite signals to your nervous system. And some of these smells are produced by glands that are specifically provided to return communication to your nervous system and produce an erection. And some of these smells are almost undetected by the conscious mind and are called pheromones. And the sound she makes, the rhythm of her body as it moves next to yours. As you focus, your body responds, and consistently when having sex, your confidence increases. And this will stay with you throughout most or all aspects of your life. Maybe in the past, you've been confusing what sex should look like rather than what it can feel, taste, smell, sound, and look like. No wonder now if you'll take the opportunity to become more relaxed with your 5 senses now. And I'm curious if you could shift a little more and adjust your 5 senses until they're just right. And isn't it interesting in the past how curious you used to be? Because sometimes you never know how great things can turn out. And 10 years from now, looking back at all the fun you've been having, feeding all the right signals to your subconscious mind. And isn't it wonderful to know how easy it was to restore your 5 senses? Your new sense of sensibility, your ability to sense what's right about you. And when you're ready to reorient yourself back to your external world. You can stretch out, wriggle your fingers and toes, open your eyes, smell the air, connect with the sounds outside. Welcome back. You're perfect, just as you are.